Hey friends, this is Jill.
And I'm Cortney, and welcome to this week's episode of This Just Got Weird.
You know who made it.
Good morning, Sheriff.
Good morning, Deputy.
Welcome back to our podcast.
Welcome back, y'all.
Welcome back. We're back. We're happy to have you. Have you heard what's happened to Bethany's cows?
Still trying to find the culprit.
It's a shame. It's a shame what happened to her cows. Her livestock was her livelihood.
Just a damn shame.
That's our new thing.
Yeah.
How did this start?
I don't even
How
know.
did this start, partner?
Probably that.
I don't know. I picked you up one day.
Oh, no. I know what it was. We saw the sheriff drive past us, and we were on our way to get coffee, and we're like, morning, sheriff.
Good morning, Sheriff. And then we just kept going. And then Benny, he's like, because I've been picking Jill up to take her to work because the kid's car is broken. Their horse is out of commission.
The horse is out.
So Benny, he leans up and he's like, you guys are so weird. But then I picked him up the other day and I was like, good afternoon, Sheriff. And he's like, hello, Bethany.
So, see, we're not so weird.
We're not weird. We're cool. And he wants to be like us.
Also, today is not White Claw Day. It is pickled pear juice, gin, and ginger beer.
And I kind of thought I was allergic to pears for a split second.
She did. She was like, my lips are tingling. I was like, no, it's just a ginger beer. You're fine.
But I've had ginger beer, and I don't know why this one's tingly. This is a spicy.
It's a spicy ginger beer.
Give me the usual, Sheriff, that spicy ginger.
Jeez.
Jizz! Spicy jizz! Put that jizz in my cup! We're back.
Save it for the Patreon.
We're back.
We've missed you all. We just want that to be known.
We have had a very intense couple weeks.
It's been, it's going to get better. It will. It is. We've come up with a plan. It's going to get better. I don't know why my voice got high on that, but it will.
Because that's when you know you're lying. Your voice gets deeper.
I don't lie.
I don't lie to the sheriff. You gonna come down to the station and do a polygraph? You willing to put your hand on the Bible? Satan's Bible?
I'm going to have so much good abs after this day.
Oh, today's been so. When Jill and I are in a severe depressed mental state, we laugh the most.
Yeah.
My stupid sheriff voice is carrying over into my normal talk. We laugh the most.
That's what usually happens in our lives, period.
Yeah.
We just carry on our...
Carry on our way, song. We just keep on keeping on.
No, it's been fine. My mental health's fine. You know what? I didn't tell you. I started BetterHelp. BetterHelp? I did.
I did not know that you did that.
Yes. I did.
Good.
Because Ethan was like, I am worried about you. And I was like, me too. Me too.
Good.
So I started it. I sent a message today to my therapist. It's through text messaging and all that because I don't want to talk to somebody in person.
I didn't know you could do messages.
Yeah.
That's nice.
Yeah. And so
Okay.
The FSA covers it. So we're going to give it a whirl because mental health is important, guys.
Mm-hmm. As we've said.
And I know I've been needing to see somebody, so I did it.
Good job.
His name is Randall. Randy Russell. Starts with an R.
I thought that was your stomach. It was a cargo murder cycle going by.
A murder cycle.
A murder cycle. Yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah,
Randall.
so-
Benny has a stuffed shark named Randall.
Oh, I love that.
I bet that's who it is.
I bet it is. It's probably... like,
He's helped Benny through some tough times.
Because I do love sharks.
Yeah.
So,
That's who it is.
It is.
Thank you. Shout out to Benny's Shark Randall for being Jill's therapist.
Thanks to
And
all
Benny's
the sharks.
therapist. Yeah. Thank you.
Thank you for being my friend.
Thank you for being a friend.
Getting on and back again. My
did-
heart is true. You're a friend and a confidant.
I don't know the words.
I do because I used to watch it all the time.
What is it?
Golden Girls.
Oh, yeah, no.
Oh.
I've never watched.
You would actually, I think you would enjoy the Golden Girls. I know, don't give me that look, but it was fucking hilarious back in the day.
You know what show I used to watch back in the day and I loved it and I would wait up late at night and it would be on Nickelodeon?
What?
The Nanny.
I
With
did.
Mr. Sheffield.
Yes.
Mr. Sheffield! I love that show with Fran.
No, it's
Was it Fan or Fran or
not
Fanny?
Fan. It was Fran.
Fran.
Fanny?
Fran, what was her?
Fran, started with a D.
Drescher?
Something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then her real name was Fran,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
I love that.
The Golden Girls, they were, like, I didn't know at the time, but they were actually, like, in their 40s and 50s. Like, they were playing, like, 50-year-old women. And I was just like, damn, skincare has come a long way.
Playing 50-year-old women in their 50s?
They weren't playing. That's what that show is based on, 50-year-old women.
And they were 50?
They were 50, but they looked like, I thought they were way older.
Oh, okay. I was confused.
I know, the face you were giving me, I was like, I'm not making sense again.
I don't think even if you were making sense, I don't think I'm in the,
No,
I'm like, huh?
it's fine. I'll show you an episode one day.
I'm like, I've seen.
You see
We should-
what?
We should get into the episode. We're unwell.
We are unwell, so thanks for sticking around so far.
Welcome back.
Anywho, so do you guys remember when I mentioned using
Ugh. I'm just getting ready.
fat from corpses for bandaging wounds? Like they would soak the bandages in corpse fat and then pack it with wounds. Anybody?
Pack it with wounds.
Or
Pack the wounds
pack
with
the
it.
wounds with it. Yes. I was like, what are you talking about? That sounds right.
Pack it with wounds.
So I just went into like a deep, dark hole because I was like, I didn't even know this was a thing.
I actually had no idea either until you said something, which is pretty funny because I'm usually into the macabre
I
and
know
the morbid.
you would know this more than I, but you didn't.
No, I had no idea.
So, corpse medicine refers to the practice of using body parts from deceased humans in pharmaceutical compounds, reaching its peak in the 16th century and continually into early 20th century.
Wait. Whoa. Into the 20th century?
The early 20th century.
No.
Yes.
Wow.
So, some of the examples of corpse medicine was mumia, which was powdered human mummy, particularly
Wait. Powdered human mummy? So
Yeah.
like after they've been
so
mummified?
after they've been hummified.
After they've been humming their songs.
After they've been mummified, they powdered them. This was particularly from ancient Egypt.
Well, that makes sense.
They would like do these with the apparently mummies there, but it was believed to use the powdered human mummy to stop internal bleeding and having other healing properties.
How do they powder the mummy?
They pulverize it,
With just like
probably a pestle and mortar, and just like,
we're going up on the mountains to grind our own herbs.
exactly.
So they just they beat the shit out of the corpses once
That
they've
were
been mummified,
mummified.
with like whatever.
Yeah, because once you
Chop 'em
mummify,
up.
I don't think they chopped them.
well, no, but I mean like pounding on them,
pounded
just
them.
beating the fuck out of them.
Yeah.
and then
And then they would-
mortar and pestle them.
I would assume that, and then they would use it for internal.
Is
bleeding.
it mortar and pestle to make paste? Or no?
You can use it to make paste because, like, if you had your powder and then you would put a little water in it, then it would make.
Oh,
paste.
but you can powder too.
Yeah, You can powder it
You can
if you want.
powder it, Sheriff. Powder that mummy and snort it.
I don't think they snorted it yet.
Well, they should have.
I don't think they did.
Yet.
Yet.
Oh, continue.
So that was, I got to thinking, I was like, okay, and stop internal bleeding. I'm like, but if you give, like, I guess it would be more like a cement compound to stop internal bleeding.
That's what I was about to say. Like, do you kind of like use it as the...
But like, if you have internal bleeding, you're not like...
Oh, yeah, it's internal.
It's internal.
They eat it thinking it's going to thicken their blood.
Yeah. So that's what I was thinking too. And then the other healing properties, because a lot of the cannibalisms, cultures think that if they eat particular parts of a person's body, they get their power or whatever. So that also... Yeah, like they would eat the brains because they think that if that person was super intelligent, they would eat their brains thinking they would also become super intelligent.
I don't mean to pull this back to an anime perspective, but I feel like that's a very carried over thing in anime. If like you eat someone, you get their power.
Like I could almost see that like Tokyo Ghoul.
Yeah,
like they would use that.
I think that happens in No, I can't say that. I don't know.
I'm not done with the first period. I'm not done with the first period, so I can't tell you.
It does happen in some show I've watched where you eat them and you get their power. All Might gave Midoriya his hair, quote unquote, his hair. I don't.
I don't think I could eat somebody's hair.
No, that's disgusting. Did they eat hair?
They probably pulverized it.
Ew. The pubes.
Ew.
Well, this all is
What
gross.
would you do with pube hair?
This is... What are you going to do with purified mummy beings?
I don't know.
Sick. All of it's sick. And that's the thing. It's like when they grind up those little baby chicks in the chicken nugget. You're eating the whole thing.
What?
Stop. You've never seen how they make McDonald's chicken nuggies.
Not
Stop.
with chickens.
Yes.
I just saw
It's
them.
a chicken nugget.
Well, I know it's a chicken nugget, but I just saw them ground up chicken meat.
No. Yeah, take that sip. You're going to need it. They put little baby chicks, into a grinder and just fuck them all up.
Like the dead baby chicks?
I don't know. I don't remember.
That's probably why they taste so good.
Oh.
Shut up. You eat them too, so
I
don't
like 'em,
even.
but it's heartbreaking.
Don't even
It's
give me that. Don't even try to shame me.
I'm not shaming you. I'm just saying it's sad. Sheriff, you gotta know that Imogene's chicks they
I didn't know
deserve
that.
better.
Well, everybody deserves better.
That should be our slogan. Everybody deserves better.
So there's Mumia, and then there's skull and moss, which skulls, especially the moss that grew on them, were used to treat conditions like nosebleeds and other ailments. Again,
Moss?
they would, yeah. So, because usually back in yonder days, they just threw them in a dirt hole, more or less. And like once the bodies would decompose, like moss would grow on them.
Oh, okay. So they're not mummified at this point anymore.
No,
They're burying the corpse.
This is a different kind of use of corpse medicine.
Oh, okay.
So mumia was one part, mostly done in ancient Egypt.
Valid. Makes sense.
And then this one, I don't know. They didn't say where this one came from, but they would ground up the moss and the skull bone together, and then they would snort those for bloody noses.
They were snorting them. I feel like
told
that
you.
would cause more bloody noses.
Oh, I'm sure it did.
Like cocaine.
I'm sure it like ate a hole.
Deviates their septum.
It just ate a hole in their cranium.
Ew. Their brain just starts leaking out. And then someone eats that to gain their power.
Somebody puts that in a cocktail. Add a little ginger beer.
And then your lips tingle. Heavens. And it helps other ailments.
Yeah, it didn't say what other ailments, so I can only imagine like, oh, you've got a nasty little eye infection here. Have some skull and moss and put it in there.
Let's rub some skull and moss paste in there. That'd be hard to grind down a bone, I feel like.
I
guess because you can pulverize a tooth and stuff pretty easy.
Yeah, once it's dried and stuff, I think
Yeah.
it's pretty easily. Well, I don't know.
Yeah, because I'm trying to think of, like, my dogs have, like, legit cow femurs that they still gnaw on after
I didn't
years.
know where you're going on with that. They've got strong femurs. I've tried to break them. They just don't break.
I try to just break my dog's femur every
It's
now
really
and then.
hard.
I guess if I got a hammer, I could probably break them pretty easy.
You can break anything with a hammer.
Not anything.
Name 5 things you can't.
My spirit, my love for Bakugo, my love for Gojo. You don't even need a hammer to break my mental state.
Mm-hmm.
A piece of carpet just absorbs the shock.
You got me there.
Rubber.
You got me
It
there.
absorbed the shock.
You got me there. Way to go. You fit.
A
Yep.
trampoline. You just beat it. It's just gonna bounce back.
Bounce back and hit you in the head.
I didn't say I wouldn't. I can break my cranium, and then you can use it for any medicine you need.
Thank you.
I am gonna do in my will. I'm gonna put a full consent that you can have my corpse.
That's very kind
Generous.
of you.
Generous.
However,
No, you have to accept it.
I don't want. What am I going to do?
No.
Stuff you and put you in the corner?
Well, yeah.
Hi, I'm 15 years older. We all know I'm going first.
I did drugs. I don't have a healthy.
I plan to do drugs when I reach 70.
Oh, okay. That's valid.
And I'm 45 now, so soon.
Was that 45 plus 25? 70?
Yeah.
So then how old will I be?
You'll
50?
be 55.
I can start doing drugs then.
You're going to do them with me?
Yeah, we'll go together.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Cammie, I hope you're okay with that plan.
You're dying.
Because you're coming with us, too.
dying too.
We're just going to go on a psychedelic trip. And then we'll totally wake up fine. And we'll be like, God damn it.
We tried.
Okay, back to the corpse medicine. I can totally hear you screaming that.
I'm so sorry. I'll stop. My autism.
The deism is showing.
I'm acoustic.
Okay, so it says for other body parts.
Parts! For other body parts!
You know, for somebody who's never been in the South, I sure just like jump right into that.
Mm-hmm. It's your grandma.
It is my grandma and my grandpappy. Mm-hmm. So the other body parts, recipes in early modern recipe books. It doesn't say what that time frame was. And medical manuals included rubbing the affected area with the bone of a dead man,
Not a woman?
not a woman,
Of course not.
because we are no good for anything.
No.
Or applying compounds containing moss from a dead man's skull.
Oh, moss again.
Yeah, and a man's skull. That's why you probably find more women skeletons than
Ain't no
men.
women welcome around these parts.
Get on.
We got one gender and it's a man.
You get going.
Get going, hussy.
Oh, sorry. My bad.
Correct.
Oh, jeez. So, and then I had read something about the modern practice of vaccinations.
The modern what?
I said what I said.
Practice.
Picties. So the modern God damn it.
Jesus.
I hate you.
Sorry.
The modern practice
There you go.
of vaccine.
Damn it.
Jesus.
Say it one more time.
The modern practice of vaccinations
Beautiful.
gained the attention of medical community in England during the late 18th century. It refers to the introduction of cowpox in the form of limp or scabs to the small scratch of a patient's arm. The aim was to produce immunity for a smallpox vaccine.
So they used I'm confused.
I was confused too. I thought that was what it person injuring human form.
What?
Cowpox in the form of liver scabs, a small scratch by the aim is producing. Oh, okay, I know what they're saying. So what they were saying is, so cowpox, they were trying to make cowpox the vaccine for smallpox. So they would scratch a person's arm, and anybody who had cowpox, they would rub the lymph node or scabs on the scratch.
Scabs? Wait, they're rubbing a scab on your wound.
Yeah.
Ew, I hate skin and I hate scabs.
Yeah, so if a person had cowpox, and smallpox was also a thing at the time. So somebody would you get them a scratch. I'm giving you a scratch, and then I'm gonna rub my scab on you.
Ew. So they'd take someone else's scab who's had cowpox and rub it on a person with smallpox to try to. I hate scabs. I'm having autism reaction.
Oh my god.
Ew. I hate skin.
What's wrong with skin?
I don't like skin. I don't like to scratch, but people are like, "Oh, you scratch my back." I'm like, ugh! I'm fucking sick. I don't like ew. Especially when I have nails. I'm okay with Lars now, and Benny, of course, because I literally birthed his skin.
You did.
But sometimes Lars will be like, "Will you scratch my back?" And I'm like, ew. And when skin peels from a sunburn, sick.
So another interesting part I found with all this corpse medicine stuff. So a lot of the times, they would use the prisoners they would hang. For crimes and stuff, they would kill them by hanging them. They would wait till they dried out, and then they would use their bodies for medicine.
I'm even more grossed out now knowing they were criminals. At least use a rich person's body.
So I think it was one of the King Henry's he would drink noble's blood. Because he would drink younger people's blood because he thought that was keeping him younger. So he was the first form of vampirism.
Vampirism. There was a pod. I listened to Morbid, the podcast, and they were doing an episode on a woman back in the times.
Back in the day.
That used to drink men's blood all the time. I'll have to remember what she's called, but. I could. Whatever. I can't even say this out loud. I think I could drink blood easier than I could fucking rub a scab on my skin. Would you rather? Would you rather drink blood or rub a scab on your wound?
Ooh. I think I'd rather have a scab on my wound.
Ew.
Just because I know it can be carried in blood.
Well, it's in the scab, too.
Yeah, but the scab is hard, so it's the least likely to get into your system.
It's crispy. It's crispy like Dobby's skin.
And then I'm jumping all around because all these little tidbits, I was just like, oh,
Whoa.
I didn't know that. So do you want to know the best time to take a lymph node? There is a perfect
What's
time.
taking a lymph node?
Taking a lymph node out of the body.
Oh, okay.
What? You were
That's
so
why I was
angry
confused.
The way you said it.
Well, I was just confused because it was
What the fuck is taking a lymph?
Well, when you said rubbing a lymph node, I'm like, where are they getting the lymph node?
From the person.
So when is the best time to take a lymph node out of a body?
Yeah.
Out of a person? A dead person?
I think you can take it out of a live person. I know you can nowadays, but I don't know if they tried on a live person back then. I assume they did because they were torturers.
I would say right after death.
The best time to take the lymph, if the vessel be running its proper course is at the end of 1 week from the date of the vaccination. So this is when they were taking doing the vaccination stuff.
Oh, they were taking lymph. That's what I was confused about. I'm like, are they taking one out of a body or are they eating one?
No, they're taking it.
Out of a body?
Yeah.
I'm confused. Okay. Now I thought they were saying take the lymph node.
Oh. It says at this time the vessels are usually in perfection and contain a quantity of lymph. This time is also just that which precedes the formation of the areola. So they were taking your lymph nodes out of your boobs.
After a week of your death.
After a week of getting a vaccination.
Why are they taking the lymph nodes out?
Because they're trying to vaccinate more people.
With your lymphs.
Yeah. I guess that would make sense because they didn't think they wouldn't know where all the lymph nodes are.
None of this shit makes sense, actually.
It doesn't.
No.
I'm fascinated.
Yeah, it's fascinating. It just doesn't make sense.
This one's on...
I'm just like, what is wrong with these people?
This one's on... that all came from British Online Archives.
Oh.
So there was a... he was a writer. His name was Richard Baxter. And he was a Protestant... Whoa.
Whoa. Whoa.
A Protestant Christian. I really can't wait till I get these liners out.
It's okay. They sound nice.
He had a cough, a constant cough. Every day he was coughing, and he was coughing up blood. It's called tuberculosis, if anybody not of the medical.
I got the tuberculosis.
I was reading this, and he's like, yeah, it's got all this. I was like, it's because he had the TB.
Tuberculosis.
So he had pains in his stomach, suffered from daily flatulence,
Farts.
and joint pains, and had bouts of scurvy because he didn't get enough vitamin C in his system, and achy tooth. So, I mean, for 23, he was on death's door.
He was only 23?
He was only 23.
Jeez Louise.
But back in the day, that was an old man.
What?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Like, I think most people didn't live past 35.
Oh, I thought they were... Okay, that's sad. I thought they were older.
No.
Well, no wonder, because they were doing freaking nasty shit to their bodies.
Well, they're trying to learn.
Well, they didn't learn very good.
He also suffered from constant headaches and, like, all the medicine that he was trying to use, like, he really didn't know what to do with them, and they weren't doing anything for him. So
I wonder why.
So he did what anyone in that time under those circumstances would do and went to human corpses.
Perfect. If all else fails, dig up a corpse. Dig up Grandma.
He's like, sorry, Granny.
Disturb the resting.
R.I.P.
Sorry, Grandma, I'm taking your hair.
So many of the ailments that plagued him in the middle of an increase of medical cures in Europe. Baxter's ailments plagued him in the middle of an increase in medical cures in Europe made from body parts.
Did someone from the 18th century write this as well?
Probably. Like, what weird English are we saying? Pretty much that's when corpse medicine started because they were trying to figure out how to fix things and they didn't know what to use.
So they just, of course, you opt.
Of course. If that person was healthy and died all of a sudden, there's no weird reason for that.
You should drink their blood.
And grind their bones. Fee, fi, fo, fum.
Huh.
Yeah, so, and then over the centuries, physicians have experimented with corpse-related medicine or remedies. Human remains became a cure for anything from gout to deep wounds.
With the bandages.
With the bandages.
Hear me out. Hear me out. I got to reposition myself for this because I'm excited. Not excited. It's just, it seems I have come to a conclusion and I need to share.
Okay.
But my tummy hurts, so I got to move around.
Okay.
I'm going to pass away. Okay, hear me out. Aren't we technically still using corpse medicine by doing transplants?
Yes.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
technically, hear me out. From
Okay.
a medical standpoint, that patient is not dead until the organs are removed. Because they are kept alive.
Right, so that their organs...
But technically, they are brain dead.
It's still kind of corpse medicine.
And we use our own blood
PRP?
for Regenics. But that's not really dead.
Yeah, it's not dead, but...
And
And,
we're
it's
not-
our own.
And we're not swallowing it.
Ew. Could you imagine?
Oh my God.
Your
could you
doctor's just like,
imagine?
hey, we're gonna take this blood from you. Then we're gonna spin it down, and then you're gonna make a cocktail, and you're gonna drink it with some pickled pear juice.
Shh, don't say that out loud. Some doctors might think that's a good idea. You know who I'm talking about.
I know who you're talking about, Gold Dick. I bet they do that somewhere across the seas.
Across the seas? Probably here in America.
I know someone who does. Yeah. Yeah. ASMR.
Yeah. So, I mean, really. So, all through my looking this up, a lot of the medicine, like especially with the grinding of bones, was from the skull. It wasn't really from anywhere else.
That makes sense because the brain, I guess, they're like, oh, that's the most essential part.
Yeah.
Because you want to gain the powers. So,
Yeah, I mean, a lot of the people, like the royalty of England, were really into it.
and the Egyptians.
And the Egyptians, which I don't know, like for some reason, I'm okay with the Egyptians.
Yeah, me too, because, well, and clearly we need to take some notes because everyone's saying they're past like super intelligent society. Have you seen all that stuff?
Yes.
Crazy.
I'm like, yeah,
Yeah.
guys.
I agree.
100%.
I agree. So cool.
I love it. I'm jealous.
Like under the
actually.
pyramids.
Yes.
Yeah, that stuff's cool and scary.
know.
Kind of freaks me out.
I'll be honest. I hate when they bring out the mummies and stuff and then open the tombs. I'm like, we don't do that.
When did they do that?
They do like the King Tut and all that kind of stuff.
Oh, yeah.
Bringing them out. And I'm like, you guys don't understand how curses start.
Indiana Jones.
You don't mess with the dead. Especially the spiritual dead.
What's the difference between a spiritual dead and a non-spiritual dead?
I think the way they're embalmed.
Oh, and preserved.
Because like the royal Gypsians.
The royal Gypsians.
The royal Gypsians and pharaohs.
Meet the Gypsians.
Because they were, yeah, I don't know. That's how I would think. Because they were surrounded by gifts and like mummified cats. Could you imagine? You're like, oh, a mummified cat, and you cut it open, and it comes alive, and it like attacks you. I'm just saying.
Did that happen? What the fuck?
No, I'm just saying. Could you imagine?
Oh, Jesus. Could you imagine if you did that to a person?
I-
And they just sat up and they're like, hey,
that hurt.
God damn, Gerald. Been in here for ages.
Who disturbs my slumber?
Me and my cat Tiffany. Leave her alone.
She's just like, meow.
It's like Bruce. Bruce. That would be the cat. I'm going to mummify Bruce. Just so you can come over and say, hey, Bruce.
Could you? That'd be great.
I'll do Ellie for you.
Yeah, thanks.
You can have her.
And her tiny head.
Bruce. King Bruce.
Yeah, whatever. What else you want to know?
Yeah, whatever.
Whatever.
Yeah, whatever. Yeah. Fuckers. Welcome back.
Yeah, we're here.
Let me In my very brief dive, all I found, same thing that Romans also drank
I believe that.
the blood of gladiators to gain their strength
Oh, yeah.
and to cure epilepsy.
I saw that too.
Yeah, great.
I was like, maybe we should go back to that.
Yeah. Well, the fact is that it does not cure epilepsy.
It doesn't cure anything. That's the running thing in all this.
No. Have you ever seen The Grudge?
Yes.
I can't tell who's who. That's you. That's all you, Raspy. Damn. You are the Grudge. This excerpt from the article says, that's all very vampiric. But what of eating the forbidden meat, you ask? Probably while licking your lips?
Ew.
Okay there, Hannibal, settle down. In Europe, it briefly became a thing to eat body parts, particularly the skull, ground up, as well as mummies. So, same thing. Yeah, I just liked how that was written. The forbidden meat.
The forbidden. So I thought it was, are we surprised? But somebody had to demonize this practice of human corpse medicine. And it said even at the corpse medicine's peak, 2 groups were demonized for related behaviors that were considered savage and cannibalistic. So they were doing the exact same things, but because they weren't part of the cool kids, they were demons.
Oh, what?
Yeah. One was Catholics, whom Protestants condemned for their belief in transubstantiation. What the fuck is this?
Whoa.
What is that word?
Let me see.
Right there.
Transubstantiation.
There you go.
Transubstantiation. Let's look.
So one was the Catholics whom Protestants condemned for their belief in transubstantiation. That is, that the bread and wine taken during Holy Communion, though God's power changed it into body and blood of Christ.
Jesus Christ!
Don't you be taking the blood
Of Jesus Christ!
Which I'm like, guys, you literally were doing the same things.
Yeah. It's not fair.
Like, come on.
Rude.
The other group was Native Americans. Negative stereotypes that about them were justified by the suggestion that these groups practice cannibalism, which is so stupid. It looks like sheer hypocrisy. One anthropologist of Vanderbilt University who was studied and written about cannibalism in Americas. People of the time knew that corpse medicine was made from human remains, but through some mental transubstantiation of their own, those consumers refused to see the cannibalistic implications of their own practices, which we're seeing that now in real life, amongst other things. We're all the same people. Come on. Calm down.
Speaking of cannibalism.
What?
It's not bad. There is a book called Tender is the Flesh. You must read it.
I remember you telling me about
So
it.
good. It's about it's about if all the good meat, the forbidden meats, we are the forbidden meat. It's all the livestock were poisoned, and then people had to start farming other human beings and eating them. But they're treating them in the farms like livestock, like zapping them before they fucking beat their head in. And you go to a cannibalism human farm where they're getting beat. And then there's a crazy ending. I don't remember it, but it's fucking crazy. No, I do remember it, but I'm not going to say what it is. You should read it.
Well, I don't want to read it.
Why?
I just want you to tell me.
No.
It's not a gay mafia book, so I don't want to read it.
That's fair. There's no boy love in this.
No. That's weird.
It's good, though. It's so good. It's actually one of my favorite books.
Well, yeah. Speaking of cannibalism, too, like it's always fascinating, like the serial killers who were,
Jeffrey.
yeah, I just. How do
It's
you,
crazy.
Like, how do you
get that infatuation? I don't know.
Oh man,
Like, I just want to know what you taste like,
look
brother.
at that thigh.
Look at that calf.
Look at that.
Damn, Sheriff, you got a nice little bicep on you.
I bet we tenderize that, grill it, and it tastes so good.
Look at that rump. Oh, also speaking of cannibalism, isn't it true? So I've heard this in some cases I've listened to that you could tell a cannibal is you can, I don't know how to word this, that if you eat people, your breath starts to smell a certain way. Like you emanate a smell. If you're a
Ew.
cannibal.
I don't know.
I think so. I'm going to look it up. Hold fast. Steadfast? What's the...
No, hold fast.
Hold fast.
Or steadfast.
Hurry up and settle down.
Just bind it.
Okay. Well, I try to look that up and they're just like, oh, it's a trope. But
What?
I was trying to look that up and I was like, oh, it's just a trope, for like mythical stories. But then some of the sites that came up, Smithsonian Magazine has an article, "What does human flesh taste like? The answer depends on who you ask." Like, I don't want to read that.
What?
One of them is, why is cannibalism taboo?
Because you're eating people. What?
Is there any historical evidence of human meat consumption? Yes. What does cannibalism symbolize? Ugh.
What do you mean? What does it symbolize? You're eating people.
There's a lot of people asking about it, so
Guys better be careful with your searches. You'll get locked up.
yeah. What does human... Gosh.
I mean...
Noted cannibals explain the flavor? Okay, well now we have to. Now we must.
It's probably like a South American tribe or something, because there is cannibalism down there.
It falls into the category of red meat,
Yes.
has the consistency of beef.
Yes.
The taste, however, is more subtle, according to anecdotes from people who have actually dined on human flesh. Well, I just want to know what it tastes like now. I mean, I don't want to, but...
My face right now, if y'all could see it.
It was like good, fully developed veal, not young, but not yet beef. It was very definitely like that. And it was
Ew.
not like any other meat I have ever tasted. It was so nearly like good, fully developed veal that I think no person with a palate of ordinary, normal sensitiveness could distinguish it from veal.
Oh my God.
It was mild, good meat with no other sharply defined or highly characteristic taste, such as, for instance, goat, high game, or pork have. The steak has slightly tougher than prime veal, a little stringy, but not too tough or stringy to be agreeably edible. The roast, from which I cut and ate a center slice, was tender and in color, texture, smell, as well as taste, strengthened by certainty that of all the meats we habitually know, veal is the one meat to which this meat is accurately comparable. So clearly we taste like veal.
Are these people in prison?
I don't know. I hope so.
Or are these people like the people that in that plane crash? That soccer team that had to like in the Andes or something like that.
I don't know. Prussian?
Prussian.
Serial killer Carl Denke reportedly sold the meat of some 40 victims at a village market, marketing it as pickled pork.
I'm never buying meat from a farmer's market again. Because they always have the booths where they're like, fresh from the market. Nope, not doing it anymore. Ew. Ew, could you imagine being those people that are like, oh, let's buy some. And then it comes out in the news that you ate that. And then you're just like,
That's happened a lot. From all the cases I've listened to, that's happened so many times.
especially in the funeral homes.
Yeah. Sick. They be selling your meat as veal.
Ew.
2 other anecdotes, both from America. Americans are sick.
Yeah, we are.
Suggest that human meat is very sweet to the taste. Alfred Packer allegedly murdered and ate 5 members of his Rocky Mountains expedition in the late 1800s when provisions ran low. The explorer later told a journalist in 1883 that the breast muscle was the sweetest meat he had ever tasted.
That's because it's got the milk.
Ew, probably.
Ew.
Omaima Nelson, who killed and allegedly ate her abusive husband in 1991, I've heard of her, said his ribs were very sweet. However, that could have been because of the barbecue sauce she supposedly smothered them in. There was one lady that tried to feed her husband to her kids.
Oh, I remember that one.
And his freaking body was hung in the hallway like she had skinned him. Hung him in the hallway and was making a human being stew.
Yes, I do remember that one.
Yeah, that might have been her. I don't remember. But damn. All right. Do you have a fact?
I mean, do we need a fact? I do have a fact.
Yeah.
It's a lighthearted fact.
Oh, okay. That's probably good.
Because this was a lot. So this is about football, European football.
Oh, soccer.
Yeah.
Okay.
The center line of the football stadium in Macapá, Brazil, is exactly on the equator line so that the competing teams in the match are always playing on different hemispheres.
I love that.
I know. Be like, I'm playing on the south.
That is
now
so
I'm playing
cool.
the north.
I'm in the northern hemisphere. I'm in the southern.
Yeah.
That's
I
so
was like,
cool,
that's
actually.
cool. I
That's
really
in
wanna see
Brazil?
it. Yeah.
That's really cool.
I know. Now I want to see it.
I know. Maybe your kids will play there one day.
Maybe.
Let's manifest it.
I know. Aiden's first semi-pro game is this Saturday. So
Look at that.
We're excited.
Look at that.
Look at that.
Would you look at that? Benny's first 7-on-7 is Saturday as well. Look at us.
Perfect.
Full day of sports mom shit.
Yep.
You can follow us on Instagram and Threads at This Just Got Weird Pod, and you can find us on Facebook at This Just Got Weird Pod. So you should go follow us there. Thank you for sticking with us through our little lapse.
And we'll be coming with a lot of new fun shows for you.
Yeah, we'll be back. We're good. Getting a rhythm.
We're getting our rhythm back.
Yeah. Well, thanks for joining us, and we hope to see you next week. Bye.